This video is a presentation of China New Borun Corp. It's a New York Stock Exchange listed company trading under ticker BORN. Ran across this in a bullish investor scan this morning. I noticed with this chart slowly making higher lows as well as making higher highs, and a nice support point right here at $2, and even in the more near term right around $2.10. And I think it's a chart to keep an eye on now to see if it's got another push in it off of this support level, try and break back above the 20 and 50-day moving averages, and potentially go through and make the next higher high. I can see the MACD histogram bars are moving back towards zero. That tells me that a bullish cross could be coming. Of the 12 passing through the 26 EMA, again, that would be a sign of a shift back towards bullishness. And I'd certainly want to see both those components push their way back above zero, which would lend to the idea of a stronger trend shift. So there's some key things going on with the MACD as the price is trying to rise back above this support level, and something to pay attention to. I also noticed that the slow stow is starting to work its way off the bottom. Still very early on, only registering a 26, but it is giving signs of a little bit of momentum building in the chart. And the same thing is going on with the money flow index, just now breaking back above 50, saying that the price per share is rising above 14 period averages. And again, it's a little bit of a sign of bullishness coming back into the play. And the RSI 14 is in the same spot, right there pushing on 50, suggesting the bulls are trying to take back control of momentum. So that's something I'll definitely keep an eye on going forward to see if it can put some distance between its current reading and 50, like through here when you see the stock price really starting to take off as momentum came in much more heavy. So definitely getting some signs of trend and momentum shift. Of course, the most important thing will be the support level holding right there at $2. I would pay attention to the short-term support at $2.10 as well. Make sure I'm not seeing an increase in volume and some heavy selling pressure coming in, because if it breaks through $2.10 on heavy volume, chances are it's going to go right through $2 as well. And the next level of support doesn't come back in until right down here around $1.70. And that's a pretty hefty fall from closing Thursday at $2.26. So I'd stay focused on these near-term supports and make sure that they're staying intact and pay attention to volume at the same time. Now to the upside, stock price is essentially pushing on a resistance point right about $2.30. You can see not only in the short term, but going back over the last few months, very difficult spot for it. When it broke through the resistance, came back down, sat on it, held it as support, and then of course finally fell through back down to the $2 support. But point being here, this is going to be a tough spot from a static resistance standpoint, as well as both those moving averages sitting right in that area as well. So on the same token as to the downside, I'd pay attention to volume and see if there's an increase to take out that resistance point, move above those moving averages, because there's not a lot of resistance in sight after that until these old highs. That's right up around $3.38. I'd note there's probably going to be a little bit that's going to pick up right in through this area, right around $2.80. But again, that's still a nice climb of more than 20% from current levels. And from the longer term perspective, look for a primary resistance up around 340. It's a pretty nice looking chart though, and at one of those make or break type of points where it's time to see if it's going to make a larger move. But as always, merely my interpretation of the BORN chart. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.